this town. My time is now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, ladies and gentlemen, out there in Ownerland? Good morning, Shameem.
Good morning, sis. Wait a minute. Let's tell the owners, no, they not on the wrong day. No, they not on the wrong channel. I'm popping in. I'm popping up, y'all, because our sister Tracie is traveling. Let's all pray traveling grace for our sister, and then she has a good time. But we heard we taking over today. We sneaking in today.
We sneaking in today. Well, you know what? I'm so glad you said yes. I said, Shameem, can you come on with me? Tracie is definitely taking a much deserved vacation. So I hope she sends us tons of pictures so we can see all the sunshine she's going to be in. And she's hanging out with one of her besties. You know, it's something about hanging out with your bestie, right?
Yes. Oh my God. It's nothing like it. That's where you can let your hair down, let loose. And you know what? I saw somebody post it the other day and I was like, I can't wait to use that. They call their best friend their other diary.
Ooh, because
I was like, one of my best friends is definitely my diary. I be having to call her to find out what I wrote in it.
Good morning, Ivy. Good morning. And the owners are popping up. Tell me, dear, what's in your cup, Shameem?
Well, you know, as usual, I am over here on my 314-ish. My 314 water, STL water. I do have a couple of ice cubes in here today, but that's what I'm on. As usual. But you know what I have to tell you? Last night I took my little brother out. He had some friends in town for the holiday from high school friends, and they wanted to see him. And I like ginger ale. They didn't have ginger ale, but they had ginger beer. I had never heard of it. I had never had it before. Of course, I don't like the taste of real beer, but they were like, it's not beer, it's not alcohol, you know, all this stuff. I really like this. So I might start getting some ginger beer, and it has some health benefits.
Okay, now we have Gail Cannon in the house. You know, she has a birthday shout out later on that she wants to give. We have Cheryl Walker, Deborah Osborne. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, drop in the chat. What are you drinking? Well, you know, Shameem, I knew you were coming on this morning. So I said, all I'm going to have is some STL water in honor of my girl. So, you know, yesterday we had Cher on. And today is the day she's celebrating. Tell us and remind us where we need to be today, Shameem.
We need to be at I'm going to call it way today. It's too much sauce, but today for her 1 year anniversary, we going to call it way too much sauce. Did we see who the winner was? I forgot to go back and look and see who the winner was from yesterday.
We will definitely put the winner in the chat later on. We'll make an announcement on the Own You Now show. Herbert is drinking water. Hey, we have people. Deborah said peppermint tea is in my cup. I love some peppermint tea. You know, I make peppermint tea. I actually make the tea and then I chip off some peppermint. It just tastes so good. Yes, indeed. Now you said the go back with the lady with too much sauce. Today, remember, she has a $6 special, wing special, and she is also treating some of her loyal customers to a comedy show. So that's what's up.
Yes, it's going down. And in the new 26, of course, I have to mention, I throw that out, way too much. I really called it way too much sauce. Too much sauce is in the new 26 right at the corner of Delmore and Union and Legacy, inside Legacy Books and Cafe. You also come on by the flyer. We'll post the flyer again. And we will be there. Me and Lady Yo gonna stop by and get our $6 wings, but we're gonna treat you. So come on by.
Come on by. Well, you know, Shameem, even though Tracie's not here to tell us, to say, I know you have some birthdays. I want to start with a birthday shout out to someone that's very dear to you. Happy birthday, Rodney Hubbard Sr.
Yes, my father-in-law. I have the most amazing father-in-law. I mean, I have another daddy for real. So happiest birthday, Daddy. Enjoy your day. You truly deserve it.
Oh, he must be a sweetheart. Hey, happy birthday from us at the Own Your Now show. I also have our very own owner, Alex Easter. He wants to tell his sister, Elaine Easter, in Memphis, Tennessee, happy birthday, sister. There's nothing like some brother-sisterly love, right?
Okay. Oh my goodness.
I'm the only girl in my family, and so I got all the love and attention. I used to say, girl, I'm like Tigger. I'm the only one. And people always thought I was the baby of the family. I'm like, no, I'm the middle child, but because I was raised with brothers and they treated me like a queen, people always thought I was the only child. Also, we have a happy birthday going out to Tanya Cannon. You know, this young lady, I met her years ago when our kids were small, and I'd see her in the mall all the time, and her hair was always laid and her baby was always cute. And I walked over to her and I said, hey, girl, I just want to give you a compliment. And believe it or not, that's been 26 years ago. That was the start of our conversation. And, you know, today, our guest, Keisha Kent, she's going to talk about relationships and how you develop relationships that will last. And we're talking business relationships and friendships. We have happy birthday going out to Veronica Nikki Caffey Short. You know, she's a member of the Little Black Book. Everyone wants to say happy birthday, Nikki. Vincy Irby, Jennifer Delgum, Glenn Largent has a birthday. Hey, happy birthday, sir. And Miranda Jones wants to say happy birthday to her daughter, Amora Jones. It is her birthday. And guess what? She is dipping twice, baby. They are sipping off the sauce because Amora graduated.
Yes,
also.
she did. She did. Congratulations again, Amora. Happy birthday, sweetheart. She is a sweetheart.
All right, we have happy birthday to my Aunt Dorothy from Vanny, Victoria. Drop your birthdays in. You know, I say it all the time. If you have a birthday, you have an announcement, something you want to share and shout about, let me help you shout. Let me shout you out, you know, because it is important. You know, when you hear your name, when someone says, hey, I see you, it is important. So I love shouting out birthdays and happy birthdays. You know, I want to give a vibrant vibe going out to Naomi Osaki. Remember, she is the young lady who decided she was going to withdraw from the French Open because her mental health was suffering. And, you know, Tracie talks to us about that all the time. So even though she's a great athlete, sometimes you just got to take care of yourself. So I just want to send some vibrant vibes from the Own You Now show out to her. And I have a big announcement. Randolph Rudy Davis just became king-elect to the Zulu Ball. Now, anyone who knows about the Zulu Ball, it's in New Orleans. And honey, it is a big deal. And you know how you say it's part of the new 26. Well, I always say, and they are graduates of Grambling State University.
Your Graham fam, my girlfriend Shavette, my sister Shavette always say it's her Graham fam.
Yeah, it's our Graham fam. We are strong and we support. So I just want to say congratulations to him. So, you know, we're going to get this party started. We have Terry Little in the house. Joan Gray, Alex, we said happy birthday to your sister, Sybil Smith. He said, oh, yes. She said, yes. Hall King Zulu gift. That's definitely right. And it is such a big honor. So I'm going to do some more research on that. And it's for 2022. So, you know, I'm going to have to get my Gremlin night on the Own You Now show. So he'll talk about being the Zulu King. Okay.
You know what I want to say for the Vibrant Vibes. I know we talk about we'll always share. It's, you know, this month is special because it's Juneteenth celebrations going so many. So I want to ask everybody that's having Juneteenth celebration, if you have one going on, if you have a flyer or not, please get the information to us because we want to share that. I want to do a whole post just about Juneteenth celebrations because it's so important to our communities. And that way you won't miss it. You know, you can have several opportunities to go and celebrate, acknowledge, and learn more about Juneteenth and what Juneteenth is all about.
Well, thank you, dear. And I look forward to all the celebrations because you know what? The world's opening up.
Yeah.
We're able to get out. And I know a lot of the celebrations will be out in the open air. Good morning, Gina. Good morning. Well, you know, just in case they're watching, happy birthday to Wayne Brady.
His goofy self.
Happy birthday, Wayne Brady. But you know what? I once lived in Orlando and he's from Orlando. And I discovered a lot about him. He can sing.
Yeah.
He has a beautiful voice and he is a clown. So
yes, he's so
he's a clown. And we have a happy birthday shout out going on out to our very own Andy Cohen.
Oh, wow.
Andy Cohen is celebrating, you know, Andy, I know you don't mind if I tell him you're celebrating 42.
Oh, well, what do you say, sis? What you say? They doing what?
They holding.
He holding. He definitely holding.
He holding. Well, you know what? We're going to get started with our meditation and our meditation song. You know, this is a time when we take just calm it down a little bit, center ourselves so that we can absorb all this information that's going to come from this dynamic sister, Keisha Kent. So we're going to start. Let's start taking some deep breaths. You know, our song is Best Self by Lady Bree. Take some more deep breaths. Let it out. Here we go. Take another deep breath. Release. I'm going to go ahead and start with our exercise. You're going to go ahead and take your left arm. Reach to the sky.
Keep moving.
Yes, you got to keep moving. Bring it down. Go reach to the sky with your right. And it's something about reaching to the sky because you're grabbing all of God's goodness when you reach up. Let your left hand join you. Center yourselves. And you know, we always talk about something about being centered. It gives you that balance, and we all need balance when it comes to the day. But you can tell you what else we need. We need our friends. So reach on out to your friend. Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
And you know what I love also is Shameem. We all add something, and Shameem added this part. Wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a hug. That's what it's all about. You know, we usually do it to Lady Bree, but you know our song, Best Self. You gotta be your best self. So let's get this party started. You know, we have someone who has all energy, and they talk about networking being your superpower. We have CEO founder of Mrs. KeshSpeaks. Keisha Kent is a wife, mother, high energy speaker, best-selling author, podcast host, and diversity and inclusion leader with Ascension Healthcare. Ms. Kent holds a bachelor's degree in management and leadership and a master's degree in organizational leadership. She is the new author of Amazon's #1 new release, Networking is Your Superpower. And she also started a podcast. We're going to bring her on up so she can talk to us about networking being your superpower. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, first of all, for saying yes, because I know you're busy. Yeah. You know, one thing I love about Keisha, we're going to get into it, but she's always growing. You know, when you look at her her social media, when you talk to her, she says, hey, I'm training here. I'm learning this. I'm speaking here. So first, before we get started, girl, what's in your cup?
Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
I'm drinking chai latte this morning. My
chai latte, but you know, I love that Brandon girl. She said, "I have my own cup." Networking.
I know that's right.
Your superpower. You know, they say superpowers, and you think of a cape. Talk to us about the overall concept of networking being your superpower.
Listen, the truth is, as we understand that everything that we do is relational, we all have the superpower to connect with people when we make an attempt to connect with people. That's the biggest thing. And I say that every single time. We must make an effort to connect with people, but it's in us. We were born reaching our hands out, wanting somebody pick us up. We want connection. So when we think about it from that frame of mind, we want connection and people want connection. Maybe not everybody that we meet, but people want connection and people want to be approached. People want to be connected, and everything that we do is relational. So each person that we meet, there's an opportunity for something, whatever it is, there's an opportunity for something. So I always say, look at it from that perspective. There's something that's supposed to happen with everybody that you meet, whether it's just for that day, whether it's for that year, whether it's for a lifetime or a season. There's something that's supposed to happen, and we must take action. We got to take action.
So, you know, a lot of times when I used to meet people, and I had a discussion with you post-show about this, I would meet people and then I say, well, I'm not going to ask them to do anything. I don't want to use anyone. There's a difference between using and networking. Talk to us about the difference.
Listen, so first of all, when we know what using somebody is. You're just in it for you, period. And I always say, when you think about it from that perspective, if you're going into it, what can I get? What can I get? What can I get? It's not going to work. But when you go into it from a frame of mind of what can I give? That's it. When we add value and we give, baby, the opportunities are endless when we add value. So instead of us thinking, what can I get? Let's be thinking, what can I give of me? My gifts. How can I help Shameem? How can I help Yolanda? How can I be a support of the Own Your Now show? How can I be a support and show up without saying, well, my so-and-so's there, so I'm showing up. Just show up. It's an opportunity to give of yourself. And that is how doors open every single time.
And you know, I know you know this, but you know, if you open the door for someone else, it just is reciprocal. Someone will open the door and they don't have to open it wide, right? Right, Keisha? They don't have to open it wide, just a little bit. I know you say superpower. Talk to us of why you say networking is a superpower.
Because the truth is, here's the thing that I've seen over the span of my life. Everything that I've done, everything from career moves to opportunities, even to relationships, everything that I've done, somebody may say, did you know so-and-so? So I met my husband because my cousin lived in the neighborhood and she introduced me, right? Everything that we do is relational. And when we think about the people that connect us, it's so important to understand. We're talking about superpowers and all this stuff. It's so simple to understand the power of relationships. And that's where the superpower lies. In the middle of that superpower of yours is relationships. If you think about this, the people that you connect to or the people that you look to that you're wanting to be like, you must make an attempt to connect to those people, however you do it. And I'll tell you another story. I have a mentor, Bernie Frazier. I'm sure you all probably know Bernie Frazier. So before Bernie was my mentor and friend, she was speaking at an organization that I was on the board of, and I was helping out setting up the speakers. So all the speakers had an opportunity to send me their presentation. So I'm like, whoa, I need to meet her. And that was 4 years before I met her. But what I did is I showed up. I followed her on LinkedIn, followed her on Facebook. Took her a long time to let me in, but she let me in. I followed her business page. And then when I would see her in public, I would remind her of how she inspires me so much. And I just did it and did it and did it. So when I had an opportunity to bring in speakers at an organization where I worked at, who did I think of? My girl, that's right. And all those things coupled with who you are, your gifts, they make room for you. And today she's on speed dial, and anything that I need when it comes to my business, when it comes to even just walking through this life as a woman of color, and owning your business, owning who you are, your truth. I look to her and I look at how that relationship happened, but I stalked her. I sure did. Everything she posted, I was like, yeah.
Right. I know what you mean. You know, Shameem is the older woman for a new 26. Shameem, talk to us also in joining with Keisha about relationships, because you have relationships. Let me tell you something. If you go to lunch with Shameem, just have some patience, honey, because people are going to walk up. She knows everyone, and everyone is so pleased to see her. I mean, we have gone out and I'm like, okay, they're going to get in line to say hello to Shameem, not just because she's on the Own Your Now show, because she shows up for her community. Shameem, say a little bit about relationships and developing relationships with people.
Yeah, well, I think that they are key, like Keisha said. I mean, it just, you can't have one without the other. And what I want Keisha to speak about is, for the person that's watching this that is like, oh, I want to do that, but I'm scared. Like I have drawback, like I have reservations within myself. Because let me use this for example. Well, I wasn't on social media prior to running for office in 2019. So all of that was new to me. And it's been an immeasurable tool and an immeasurable resource for me. But it did also open me up to where, you can speak to people where, like Keisha said, you can be in their comments and you don't have to be nervous because you're like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Even when you still meet them, it's still a little bit, but it's eased up because you've already started that relationship on social media. But then you have other times, like I'm going to use this for example. Yesterday, I was walking down my parents' street and this guy was like, did I know about this house that might be for sale? Is it vacant? And I was like, it's owned, but it's vacant or whatever. Maybe you can reach out to the person. He said, no lie. He said, yeah, I'm trying to move over there so I can run for I'm trying to move over here so I can run for all the person. Yeah, I say, oh, you want to run against me? You could have bought him for a nickel. You could have bought him for a nickel. It was the funniest thing. But the key to that was there was another neighbor on the street. And he was like, see, brother, now you see what she out here doing. I was out there checking on that property. And he was like, she out here working.
Yes.
Doing her job. But when you said that, she went straight up to you and came to you and made light of it, but introduced herself. When I went over there, I was like, oh, you want to run against me, baby? I had my card in my hand. By that time, I had went and got my card out my car. I was like, come on, you want to run against me? But it was really like the other brother was like, what we need to do is connect with each other and support the people, and then in turn, like you said, that door will be open. Now, maybe it's creating a relationship that if and even somebody moves on to something else, the door will be open. And now you already know how to do it and come in and run for out. You just never know the relationships you created. But you have to, like you said, open your mouth. You have to reach, you have to speak. Keisha, what would you tell? Like, I could have just rolled my eyes like, oh, he want to run for out. And just step back and not saying nothing. But I went about it differently. What would you say to the person that, still has reservations, or maybe I don't like to use the word, but a little fear about networking and reaching to people?
I would say just like Nike, just do it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, there's no cookie cutter way that you do it, but you want to do what works for you. And remember, if you didn't say anything, if he didn't even say that he wanted to run, how would you have known that? So oftentimes it happens sheerly organically, but I say just do it and be confident in, first of all, what you bring to the table too.
Yes.
Because if you weren't confident enough to say, baby, you want to run against me, right, that wouldn't have happened like that. But think about how it warmed up the stage for him to come forward like, yeah, I can be her. He can see himself in you. Another, he can see that. But we want to make sure that we're in that space of knowing who we are, confident in that thing. That's where that inside work comes in, knowing who you are. Because when you do that inside work, baby, the outsides benefit every single time. So just do it. There's no cookie cutter way to do it, but you do need to move. You got to move. And online, here's the thing, online, people are responding today at a rapid pace that I've never seen. My experience is basically in recruitment and human resources. And as a recruiter, I've never seen people respond as fast as they are to these messages and inboxes. So if you want to connect with people, send them a message.
Yes.
Nothing specific. People like, well, what should I say? Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Tell them.
Lady L is the queen of that.
And it's funny because people say, Yolanda, how do you get guests? I say, you know what? I see them on some type of social media. I might be in the store. I say, hey, let me send you a guest information form. And I will tell you, I bought some ice cream. I think it's called Creamalicious. And it has like Grandpa Joe's caramel cake, such and such. That's the names of it. And it's an African-American lady who created it. Y'all know I called her.
You better call her.
Superpower is networking. I actually inboxed her, and this is the part. And Keisha, I want you to speak to this. I inboxed her probably like 45 days ago. I was just like, this is my disclaimer. I'm not the biggest sweet eater, but the names of the ice creams. And then when you lift the lid, she has a message. And I just felt all kind of good and not guilty eating this ice cream. But the key was I inboxed her maybe 45 days ago and I didn't hear anything. But it didn't hurt my feelings. It didn't hurt. I didn't get in my feelings like, I'm not going to eat her ice cream. She inboxed me the other day and said, hey, I would love to come on your show. Please send me a guest information form. She gave me her email and she's going to be coming.
You gonna bring some ice cream too?
Let me tell you something. I'm going to have lined up. I'm going to have ice cream for breakfast. But you know what? Talk to people about not getting your feelings hurt. Check your ego at the door. Talk to us, Keisha.
Check it at the door, because here's the thing. People get busy. People may not be interested. People may be all kind of stuff, but so what? Here's the thing. Follow up again.
Yeah.
How bad do you want the relationship? So early in 2019, I wanted to speak at my alma mater. I wanted them to pay me. I wanted them to fly me in. I wanted them to pay room and board. I was so specific. I sent an email to one of the leaders, the campus president. He didn't respond right away. But like 8 or 9 days later, I sent him another message. And you know what he said? He apologized that he was busy. He apologized. And he said, you know what? I want you to meet my secretary. Introduced me to her, sent her a message. She didn't respond right away. You know what I did? Sent her another message. And you know what? After that, we got together on a Skype call. He brought me in. They paid for me to come in. I sit on the board today of the alumni. All those things happen because we're consistent, but we can't be in our feelings. Stay away from being in your feelings. Check your ego at the door and make sure that, again, you know what you're bringing to the table and what you want. Bernie Fraser always says this: what do you want? And that's hard.
That's simple.
That's a hard thought, but it's simple. Think about what you want. Write it down. Be specific in your messaging. Follow up some more. And here's the thing: if they're not interested, so what? Somebody else is.
And someone else is, and you know, every time you follow up, it gives you an opportunity. And I'll say this too: if I don't know, because people ask me something, I think I told you about. I get 5 requests a day. Yolanda, do you know a scuba diver instructor? Yolanda, can you get me to golf with President Obama? I'm like, you know what? I mean, you would think I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I say I may not. So my answer is no, but, or in addition, I always say, well, let me see if I can find someone so I can connect you. So your first connect might not fit. Continue the connect. Do you agree, Keisha?
Yes, ma'am. It may not always be a match made in heaven. That may not be the right person. That may not be the right opportunity. I applied for several positions over the years, and I connected with the team in person. And I was like, do I really want to work there? And then I met somebody else on the team once that person left or anything. And then it's a match. It may not be a match every single time, and be okay with that. But we must trust our energy, trust what we feel. We oftentimes will feel it before we even get to it. When we trust what we're feeling, we can win. And oftentimes we don't pay attention to what we feel. God will show us all the time when we use discernment. I'm not supposed to be here. This ain't the company for me. It'll show up clear, but we'll keep pushing and say, well, maybe he gonna get right. Maybe they are acting right. Maybe, but the truth is, we know already. We have the cheat codes to life. We have the cheat codes to networking. We have the cheat codes already. We already have the cheat codes, and it's been set up for us to win. And we have to stay in that frame of mind. We're set up to win. We got it. We got it.
Set up to win. Kathy Conley just said, some will, some won't. So what next? Some will, some won't. So what next? I love that. Thank you, Kathy Conley. You know, she co-hosting today, baby.
I love Kathy.
How are you building virtually? What are you doing to build yourself virtually? And that's a scary area for people. Everyone is not built, so they think, to do the virtual thing. Talk to us some tips about that.
Yes, and here's the big thing. Engagement is key. You cannot think that you're going to post something and that's it. Engage the people. If you have people that you're following, scroll down there, sometimes say something. You see Shameem doing some stuff, you see her pop on live, get on there and say something. We want to make sure that we're engaging. These businesses and small business, and I want to get in their inboxes and sit up with them and really talk to them about the power of engaging. when you don't engage people, you can pretty much expect 93% of them won't even engage you. And your engagement's low because you're not getting in there. You're not even responding when people are commenting or people are sharing your stuff.
Right.
At least say thank you so much for sharing. I would love to connect. Simple.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, you can even follow up when you think about virtually. LinkedIn, I'm LinkedIn queen to the 10th power. If you are not on LinkedIn connecting, you are doing yourself a disservice. 8 billion users are on LinkedIn waiting to connect. And it's so simple. Make your post, follow up, engage the people, engage. Do it for 30 days straight and send me a message and tell me how amazing it was that you did it 30 days straight, and watch how you start to see things change. The algorithms will move you to the top because you're now engaging and you're showing yourself as that subject matter expert. You're showing that product, you're talking about it, and you're doing it consistently every day. When you do it consistently every day, I always say this, set a timer, because a lot of us don't have time to be doing it all day. But when you set a timer, I say at least 20 minutes per day. Do it 20 minutes a day. You're liking, you're sharing, you're engaging, you're hopping in inboxes, you're thanking people. Watch how you then start to move. Because I wasn't on social media either, Shameem. 2000, I don't even remember when I came back, probably 2000, end of 18, 19, I started coming back because I knew about it. And you know what? Because I've been engaging, it's been happening and things have been moving. But Shameem, I watch you out here popping these streets on Facebook. It's a big deal. That engagement is key. And I watch when you're on your live, how you talk to the people.
Yes.
That's what it's about. People want to hear from you. People are connected to people, not what you do, not what you sell.
That's good.
Those people you're connected to, they want to connect with you. And as we get out of that frame of mind of no new friends, or I don't want to connect with anybody else, and we keep supporting the same people, stop. Bring some new people.
Yes.
Some new people.
Yes. You know, I spoke to the Little Black Book, and the topic was stretch. Outside your comfort zone.
That's the only way that you're going to get to what it is that you're wanting to get. Here's the thing. People that you're already connected to are fabulous. But how will you get to that next thing that's all the way up there if you don't start connecting to people that are all the way over there or all the way around there? You got to get to the mindset of once a week, I say I want to meet at least 3 to 5 new people that I don't already know. Set yourself a goal and make it attainable to you, not what somebody else says, right? Because we get so caught up on what people say and this and that. Those people don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, who knows what they don't know. Look, them people. Look, but you know what? I have to say this because I jumped in the whole social media pool or whatever, dived in face first, and I've been swimming. But the stretch part, that lady you're talking about, the follow-up, I have to be honest. Let me tell on myself. LinkedIn, and I ain't lying, our girl Jamie 314, she tells me all the time to get on LinkedIn. What Keisha just said about LinkedIn really spoke to me. But I have never been, I ain't even opened LinkedIn. Why? I have been personally scared to get on LinkedIn because I'm going to tell you, I always thought LinkedIn was for like college people, you know, CEOs, people on business, you know, corporate America, you know, that kind of thing. And since I didn't go to college and I was never in corporate America, even before serving in politics, I just never thought I would have a place in LinkedIn. But what you're saying, Keisha, is jump on, dive in, get in there. Which Jamie tells me all the time she gonna give me, because now I'm gonna give the credit over y'all now. I'm gonna get a credit, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that challenge you just said, the 30-day challenge, and see how it goes.
30 days, Shameem, tag me. I would love to amplify your voice and amplify what you're doing. One of the things that I say is LinkedIn used to be really stuffy. The same way that you're responding and what you're saying about it, it used to be that.
Okay.
LinkedIn is not that anymore. It's not our granny's old LinkedIn. It's not my uncle's old LinkedIn. It's not our buttoned up suit and tie. It's not any of that anymore. And you see now creatives sharing their amazing work. You see people sharing videos. Shameem, your lives and your videos, if you just take a snippet of that and you use that video and you tell that story, people eat that up because it's all things Shameem. And when you think about it from that perspective, the stuff you post on Instagram, Facebook, Post it on LinkedIn and watch how it moves. Do it consistently and watch how you see a complete different change, because you need to be out there. They need to know all the woman, Shameem. They need to know me, baby. Let them see all of you.
Right. I love that. I love that. Now, speaking of connecting, how can people find you, Keisha?
Absolutely. You all can go to my website first and foremost, KeshSpeaks.com. And you can send me a message there, because I get those messages. They come to my inbox. But follow me on social media. I'm building up my Instagram, and it's popping. I'm in love with it. I didn't used to like any of that stuff, you all. If you would have called me 3 years ago, I was like, I ain't messing with it. But I'm really enjoying it because my network has done something completely different. It's all about that engagement. And then I'm on Facebook, Mrs. KeshSpeaks. I also have a Facebook group, Networking It's Your Superpower. And I share tips and tools about LinkedIn all the time, because too many of us don't know about LinkedIn, and I need to make sure that we know about LinkedIn. And then Clubhouse. If you all are not on Clubhouse, Shameem,
Jamie got me on Clubhouse. I will say that.
Clubhouse is popping, baby, and there's an amazing way that you're connecting. If you're wanting to build a global network, that's the thing to do. I've built an amazing global network, really just by showing up, just by talking about my book, talking about the power of networking, and really truly using my voice to add value.
Add value. I like that. You have to add some value. Now, normally at this time, our girl Tracie Divine T, she says, drop your affirmation words, and she does a beautiful spoken word piece. But I am going to continue. I'm going to continue the drop your affirmation word. Everyone in the audience, everyone in the comments, drop your affirmation word. And so we could just see the words. I may not be able to do the flow, like Tracie. Hey. See the words. Everyone has their talents now. So tell us, Keisha, what is your affirmation word of the day?
My affirmation word of the day is conquer.
Oh, that's good.
Because when we think about everything that's given to us within our days, we are already designed to conquer that thing. It first starts with our thoughts. When we line up our thoughts with our heart and we take action, baby, it's already done. It's a done deal. We can conquer whatever comes to us. I always say, get a game plan, make your goals, and keep it moving. And when you make your goals, go conquer those things. And if they don't happen right then, make some new ones. It's okay. Make some new ones.
They're dropping their words: reciprocity, connect, faith, interaction. Shameem, what is your word of the day? Your affirmation word?
Yeah, I think my affirmation word of the day is going to be open. Because if we were not open to not just open hearts, but open minds, open spirits, all of that, to receive all of this information that we are getting today, if you didn't share this, you missed an opportunity. Because like we said, one thing feeds one hand, goes to another. This information here was priceless. Keisha's, the nuggets that she dropped, like people were putting in the comments, were priceless. So you all have to share this information, but not only share it, be open to new ideas, like me, open now to go on to LinkedIn, open to scratching to no new friends, open to new friends, all that kind of stuff. So I think my word for today would be open. You all go into this day with the open mind, open spirit, and most of all, an open heart.
I love that. Thank you so much. I love that too. Keisha, thank you so much. My word today is vibe. I'm always saying, send it out, vibrant vibes. I mean it. I want you to go out and be vibrant. Get your vibrant vibe on. We all often see people walking around. Sprinkle some of your vibrant vibe on them. Even if, they may not receive it, they might blow it away, but then it's going to blow on somebody else. It's going to touch somebody else. So sprinkle some vibrant vibes today. Keisha, I want to say thank you so much. Yes. And sis, Shameem, thank you for letting me not have to fly solo. This is what friendship is all about. I gave Shameem a call. I said, Shameem, can you come on with me? And you know what she said? Girl, I got you. That's a friend, because she's a busy older woman, but she did say yes, and I'm so thankful. And as you always say, I don't take it for granted.
Yeah, I was like, for granted. Hey, Yolanda is my new friend, baby. If y'all want a testimony, y'all out there talking about no new friends, I got me a way, way, way better new friend than you then. Her name is Lady.
I love you guys. I love you guys. Thanks again, Keisha. Everyone, you know what we say when we leave this space. You have the choice to go outside and you have the choice to wear your mask. But we want everyone to stay safe. And if you decide to stay inside, keep sipping. Everyone raise your cup to a great day. Go sprinkle some vibrant vibes.
Right.